What's up, y'all? It's Nifty Q. That's Gift Ed. We're here with another daily rehash. December 1st, 2023, the first rehash in the month of December. We're wrapping up the year. High energy. Everyone's got the feels, a lot of green all over the charts. I'm excited. There were a ton of updates over the past 24 hours. Also, happy holidays. I can say that, Gift. I can.
Yeah, it's never too early for you, Q. And congrats on the Cowboys win. Excellent comeback. Anyway, let's get into it. We got the daily rehash. It's the top 10 stories in Web3 from the last 24 hours. What's up first today, Q?
All right, I'm kicking it off with Coinbase here. They've done an incredible job over the years that they've been around of just being a white knight, if you will, a protector of this industry. And this commercial they put out is incredibly poignant. It touches on almost the millennial experience. They're definitely leaning into that, trying to bring more people into crypto, essentially. So their latest marketing campaign, which has the slogan, "It's time to update the system." This commercial hit. It went viral, definitely touching on a lot of pain points in American society, but probably all over the world as well.
Yeah, I wish we could play this whole video, but we don't have enough time. So make sure to tap into the description down below or on our X profile to watch this. It's just a minute, but it's awesome. And yeah, I think they're really tapping into the pulse of where a lot of people are feeling. It's like we gotta get out of these broken systems and find a way forward. And yeah, I'm here for it. I love it. And all right, here's the next one. It is a delay on FXHash 2.0, the Ethereum marketplace that the famous, or beloved, maybe I should say, Tezos marketplace is launching. They said it is with great difficulty that we're announcing our decision to delay for 2 weeks until December 14th. And I've got some notes for artists. And again, all of this is in the description there. I'm very glad I did not wake up this morning at 5 a.m. PST because I literally almost set my alarm for 5 a.m. to wake up to try and get in on this. But yeah, I'm still excited for when it launches. It just means I got to wait 2 more weeks for all these awesome new collections.
Yeah, this industry wants everything now. Look, this is going to launch on December 12th. It's better to kind of push back and make sure nothing crazy happens. I know they were talking about the integrity of the platform with the delay. So yeah, no harm, no foul on this one with FXHash.
Always prefer them to take their time and do it right, than botch the launch. So
100%. Also, this is not part of this story for Parallel. We've been talking about it for a long time. They had to remove spores from the game. And as an Earthen player, I love spores, and it was having a glitch in this latest update. So, team, try to get those spores back as much as possible and in a timely manner, because I just keep getting my ass kicked there on the ranked ladder board. But this is not the update. Really quick, the Echelon Foundation, essentially the foundation, or I don't know essentially if they're a DAO, but they put out Sanctuary, which is essentially the first marketplace that is native to the platform. So right now, trying to find cards and trying to get involved in the ecosystem via like OpenSea or OpenSea Pro, it's tough. And really, it's all kind of convoluted. This is going to be a native built from the ground up with Prime token. So you're going to be able to make card for card trades. You're going to make Prime to card trades. It's going to be massive for this ecosystem.
Does seem very bullish for Prime and maybe the NFT cards that I've been holding on to. You know, I picked up quite a few. But yeah, excited to see that. And yeah, you've got some very bullish thoughts on Prime, and I'm sure we'll continue to cover everything happening with Parallel as they just continue to go from strength to strength over there. I am very happy spores are gone, so maybe it's a great time to jump back in. Anyway, we have the Miami next wave coming from Christie's. It is Art Basel Miami week, and so there's going to be a lot coming out of this. Here's a cool I guess curated art drop auction that's going to be happening, an event. So you see Yatreda, Brian Brinkman, a couple different awesome artists are going to be in this next wave that's being presented by Christie's during Art Basel. So wanted to shout that out. If you're going to Miami, I'm jealous of you. I hope it's going to be awesome. I know a lot of people are going. It's probably going to be a great time. This might be something to look out for.
Yeah, it's really cool to see the crossover too, because we've had some of these artists in our network, and with also Roger Dickerman kind of coming on and highlighting these folks, and now we get to see them here on Christie's and being highlighted and having their auctions go live. That's really cool to see. I've got the next. Yeah, I've got the next piece here. It's going to be Inspect XYZ. So they announced a funding round earlier this week. Well, they're following that announcement up here with Inspect Pro Beta being live. So again, you're going to be able to use this Chrome extension tool essentially to monitor different things happening on X. So you can see you have Vitalik's profile, but then when you get into Inspect, you can see a lot of different analytics that's tied to their crypto wallet, essentially. So it's really a SocialFi application if you think about it. Not essentially in the same way as FriendTech, but it's a really cool tool that's integrated into X.
I am super bullish on any SocialFi tools that can be integrated into X. This is the one thing that I think is so key to the success of so many different projects and protocols is having good social hooks into the crypto community, the NFT community on the X platform. So yeah. I don't know. I'm bullish on this if they're really leaning into that Chrome extension. I've already got it installed. I don't know. I'm excited to keep following along.
Yeah, and you might have, honestly, an airdrop coming up because they have the Inspect public sale. I'm sure there will be an airdrop that goes along with that.
Hey, fingers crossed, man. All right, on to the next one. It's merch season, and Cool Cats they're doing a great job, man. And their merch store is looking pretty fly for the holiday season. So I'm actually going to pull it up here. Official Cool Cats merch over there on store.coolcats.com. You can see some different examples of featured products. They've got the Macy's sweater, they got the plushies, the vinyl figurines, some new shirts. Yeah, man, it's just, you know what, pretty solid merch store experience here.
Yeah, I'm glad that we've been able to highlight Cool Cats because for a long time we were not, I wouldn't say critical of them, but we really didn't have much to talk about, and it felt like a lot of their activations weren't hitting. Merchandise is not going to like change the world unless you're Pudgy Penguins, but this does feel like a really good move for them to continue kind of just activating their community and getting people involved.
Yeah, I think for any of these IP to become brands at all, like merch is going to have to be a big part of that.
All right, Co2 Management wrote down OpenSea. This was happened maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So now we have another investment firm that is writing down OpenSea, but also Bored Ape Yacht Club. So basically, their investment in Yuga Labs. You can see here Bloomberg reporting that the investment company marked down the stakes on BAYC by 69%. Nice. And on OpenSea by 94%. The 94% piece here, I think, is in line with Co2 Management's kind of investment thesis, as well as kind of where they're valuing OpenSea at this point.
Yeah, do you think 69% was on purpose? I don't know. That's kind of funny, actually, to think about. But I mean, yeah, everything's down. All of these big investments that were coming in like late 2021, 2022, they're probably looking at them very differently right now. They definitely do that for like tax reporting purposes and all that too, you know? So it doesn't mean that like they can't get that back or it won't increase in the future. It's just the state of the market after a tough year, I think. But you know, it does say something about where we've been and where we are right now. Anyway, to keep it going, this was something that caught a lot of attention. Blast tweeting out that they are looking for a senior DevOps engineer and senior protocol engineer. Of course, this sort of like initial fast take, the hot take that everybody was like jumping onto is like, oh, look, they have no product. They don't even have an engineering team. It's like, I mean, come on, they obviously have an engineering team. That's why they've been able to already release what they've done, which has successfully, by the way, already locked up 634 million TVL across almost 70,000 investors. So yeah, they have an engineering team, but they're obviously trying to add more talent to their team as they scale up on building out this L2. But yeah, tremendous numbers there. Absolutely insane.
Pac-Man's killing the game. I'm sitting up here not going to be critical at all. I would just say investors is probably the better term than community members there. They're not community members there just yet, but we will see. All right. Zara and OK Bears had that collaboration that we touched on in yesterday's rehash. Well, there was some announcements put out, actually, more details related to this collaboration, that 2 of the OK Bears that are being featured on these Zara merchandise pieces belong to 2 different holders, and those people are going to get 50% of the profits from this drop. That's incredible. Like that's an incredible amount. It's showing how you can have this IP within an NFT IP or a PFP collection and how it relates to holders actually seeing success. I know it's only 2, but it's at least a case study in showing off this IP and rewarding holders of the community.
I love this, and I love that we highlight this, and this is the type of stuff that gets traction, because to me, this is what Web3 should be about. It's about new models for rewarding community members, for people that get involved, new equitable ways to share in on the revenue streams and the profits and brand building and the success of these things. And it's the same thing, you know what, Pac-Man gets this too, like the way that he added 10% on their fuck up. These are the types of things you don't normally see, but Web3 should be about. It's being more community oriented, more about your collectors, your investors, and rewarding the people that believe in you and get in early. And I love to see that, man. But all right, let's get on to this last story of the day. And it's from, you know, one of our favorite projects. We're both runners. We love the Oni Force. Well, they've got a mega event, their Fortnite mega event with JuJu Smith-Schuster, a well-known NFL player and gaming streamer. This is going to be an absolutely massive tournament that they're doing with a bunch of rewards on their custom Oni Force Fortnite map. Looks like a great time. You can sign up for it at the oniforce.com/Fortnite website. But yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. Prizes for everyone who participates, it says, and it's all happening on December 16th.
Yeah.
Web3 strikes
and
back.
Honestly, there's some local news to this as well. Gifted as we jam to hard rock there, heavy metal. We have some announcements to put out as well related to this event. So just be on the lookout for that. Also, I love that poster, Web3 Strikes Back, and that Empire Strikes Back move. But yeah, should be a really cool event. It'll be interesting to see JuJu and how he kind of supports this this Fortnite event, because he obviously has a huge following on the streaming side. It's just leaning more into gaming. So yeah, really cool. This was the daily rehash, guys. Again, first one of December. So happy holidays. Rest up. Recharge. We'll get back at it next week. Love you guys. Our Vibe, our tribe.